My name is Robert. I am 73 years old, and if I could go back in time, I would shake my younger self awake. I would show him the room where my heart stopped the 52 on a cold floor during a meeting about quarterly projections. I would make him feel the crushing weight of regret that comes from trading 5 decades of life for achievements that evaporated in seconds. But since I cannot go back, I am sending this message forward to you instead, because you are making the exact same mistakes that cost me 50 years. In the last 21 years since my heart attack, I have finally learned how to live, and today I'm going to share the 3 regrets that haunt me every single night, hoping that just one person will listen before it is too late. I was in a meeting about quarterly goals, staring at numbers on a screen while people talked about 3% growth. Then the room started spinning and the lights began to fade. I do not remember falling. I only remember waking up staring at a hospital ceiling with my wife crying in the corner. The doctors said I was lucky, that surviving a heart attack at 52 was a gentle warning. But do you know what my first thought was when I woke up? If I had died right now, what would be left of me? The answer destroyed me. Almost nothing. An empty apartment filled with expensive furniture that nobody cared about. Plastic trophies sitting on a shelf collecting dust. Unanswered emails that would be deleted within a week. Spreadsheets that would be permanently erased from the company server. I had spent 30 years climbing a mountain, working late nights and sacrificing my health. And when I finally looked down from the top, I realized the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. You cannot climb back down and start over. Time only moves in one direction, so listen to me carefully. Do not make my first mistake. Lying in that hospital bed, I made a promise to myself that changed everything. I decided that if I survived, I would stop living on autopilot. I would stop chasing things that do not love me back. I would stop waiting for permission to be happy. The next morning, I walked out of that hospital a different man. My body was weak, but my mind was finally clear. I saw the world through new eyes, and what I saw terrified me. I looked at my calendar and saw months filled with obligations that drained my soul. I looked at my bank account and realized the money could not hug me. I looked at my reflection and barely recognized the exhausted stranger staring back. That is when I understood the brutal truth. I had been so busy making a living that I forgot to make a life. The next 21 years became my redemption, my second chance to get it right. And now I am running out of time to share what I learned. For 30 years, I told myself the same lie every single day. I have time. I will travel when I retire. I will learn guitar next year. I will call my father this weekend. I will start living my real life after I finish this project, after I get that promotion, after things slow down. Do you know when I finally stopped saying that? When my father died without warning from a sudden heart attack. We had a complicated relationship, old fights and unresolved pain, but I always thought we had time to fix it. I was wrong. At his funeral, I held his hand for the last time and realized I would never get to say the words I needed to say. Dad, I am sorry would forever remain unspoken, trapped in my throat like a stone. I looked at his peaceful face and thought about all the Sunday dinners I skipped because I was too busy, all the phone calls I ignored because I was in meetings, all the moments I sacrificed for a career that did not even send flowers to his funeral. The regret felt like drowning in slow motion. You are doing this right now, postponing important conversations and waiting for the right moment that never comes. You're telling yourself that your parents will always be there, that your friends will understand while you are too busy. You are gambling with time like it is an infinite resource. But I'm here to tell you that the bank eventually runs out, and when it does, no amount of money can buy you more. After I changed, I did something different that saved my life. I called people I loved and said, I love you for no reason at all, No birthday, no holiday, just because I could. I showed up to family dinners even when I was tired. I said yes to coffee with old friends even when my schedule was packed. In the last 21 years, I traveled to 30 countries with my wife. I learned Italian at 60 and still speak it terribly. I watched my grandson play soccer every Sunday even though I do not understand the rules. These are the memories that warm me now, not the contracts I signed. Here's your mission today, and I'm not asking, I'm begging. Send a message to someone you love right now, not tomorrow, not after you finish watching this, but now. Tell them what they mean to you before the opportunity disappears forever. Call your parents and ask them about their childhood. Hug your children and memorize what they smell like. Time is the only currency that matters, and you are spending it like a millionaire who doesn't check their balance. Stop waiting for permission to connect with the people who matter most. I achieved everything I ever planned in my career and more. I made partner at 38, bought a big house in the suburbs, drove an imported car that turned heads. I earned the respect of my colleagues and the envy of my competitors. And do you know how long I stayed happy with each of these achievements? 2 days, maybe 3 at most. On the 4th day, I was already thinking about the next goal, the next mountain to climb. It's a race with no finish line, a hamster wheel designed to keep you running until you collapse. I had a friend who worked 70 hours every single week without exception. He built a company worth $50 million from nothing. He never took vacations, never attended his daughter's recitals, never stopped grinding. He always said the same thing with a tired smile. Next year, I'll slow down and enjoy it. Next year came, but it brought a massive stroke instead of rest. He died at 49 with a full bank account and an empty life. At his funeral, his son, who barely knew him, said something that shattered me. "My father was a success by every measure society uses," the son said with tears streaming down his face. "But I don't know what his favorite color was. I don't know what made him laugh. I don't know his dreams or his fears. All I know is that he was never home, and now he never will be." The room fell silent, and I felt those words like a knife in my chest. Is this the legacy you are building right now? A full bank account and an empty table? Awards on the wall and strangers at your funeral? After my heart attack, I renegotiated my entire life without asking for permission. I started working 4 days a week instead of 7, and yes, I earned less money, but I had dinner with my family 1,200 times in the last 21 years. I saw my grandchildren grow up. I watched every milestone instead of hearing about it secondhand. I was present for the small moments that actually matter, the ones you don't remember to photograph. Which number matters more, the size of your bonus or the number of times you showed up? Success is not evil, but it's a terrible god to worship because it never loves you back. It demands everything and gives you 2 days of satisfaction before demanding more. I'm not telling you to quit your job or abandon your ambitions completely. I'm telling you to question what you're chasing and why. Are you building something meaningful, or are you just afraid of being seen as unsuccessful? Are you working for your family, or are you hiding from them? These are hard questions, but at 73, I promise you they become impossible to ignore. Do you know what haunts me most at 73 years old? It's not the mistakes I made or the projects that failed. It's not the money I lost or the opportunities that didn't work out. What keeps me awake at night are the things I never tried. The trip to Japan I postponed until I had more time, except I never went. The book I wanted to write that stayed trapped in my head forever. The photography classes that seemed like a waste of time back then. The hobbies I dismissed because they weren't productive enough to justify. I let fear decide my life for 50 decades without even realizing it. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of looking foolish or irresponsible, fear of what my colleagues would think if I pursued something impractical. I built a prison of other people's expectations and lived inside it voluntarily. After I turned 52, I decided the only fear worth having is the fear of regret. So I started doing things that scared me, things that made no logical sense, and my life finally began. At 58, I took a ceramics class at the local community center. I was absolutely terrible at it. My hands shook and my pots looked like disasters. The other students were half my age and twice as talented. But I loved every minute of it. The feeling of clay in my hands, the focus it required. At 65, I learned to play guitar from YouTube videos. I still play badly, my fingers don't move like they used to, but I play songs for my wife on Sunday mornings, and she smiles like she did when we first met. At 70 years old, I got a tattoo of a compass on my forearm. My wife thought I was having a crisis. My children thought I was being ridiculous, but I did it anyway, because it reminded me to keep exploring until the very end. I started saying yes to things that made my heart race with excitement, and no to things that drained my energy. I stopped caring what strangers thought about my choices. The freedom was intoxicating, like breathing fresh air after 50 years in a stuffy room. You are holding your life so carefully, so afraid of breaking it that you forgot to actually live it. You are waiting for permission that will never come, for confidence that only arrives through action. You think you will pursue your passions someday when you have more time, more money, more security. But someday is not a day of the week. It is a comfortable lie we tell ourselves. The truth is that you will never feel ready. You will never have enough, and the perfect moment does not exist. Jump now or regret it forever. I have 3 grandchildren who are making the exact same mistakes I made. They work too much, wait too long, and fear too deeply. I try to warn them, but they do not listen, because when you are young, 73 seems like an eternity away. It is not. It is just a long blink. I closed my eyes at 30 and opened them at 73. You will blink too, and when you open your eyes, you will be sitting where I am now, looking back. The only question is whether you will be at peace with what you see. If I could go back and speak to my 30-year-old self, I would grab him by the shoulders and say 3 things. Stop waiting, because life is happening right now, not after you finish that project. Stop accumulating, because achievements and possessions will not hug you back or remember your name. Stop being afraid, because the pain of regret is far worse than the sting of failure. These 3 lessons cost me 50 years to learn, but I am giving them to you for free right now. You have a choice right now, in this exact moment. You can close this video and return to autopilot, back to the comfortable numbness of routine, or you can do one thing differently today, just one small thing that your future self will thank you for. Call someone you love and tell them why they matter. Say no to an obligation that drains your soul. Say yes to something that scares you but excites you. Read that book you've been postponing. Start that project you've been dreaming about. Take that trip you've been planning for years. The clock is ticking for me, and every day I wake up is a gift I do not take for granted. But the clock is also ticking for you, even though you cannot hear it yet. One day you will hear it loud and clear, and on that day you will understand everything I am trying to tell you. But by then, it might be too late to make the changes that matter. So do not wait for a heart attack to wake you up. Do not wait for a funeral to realize what matters. Wake up now while you still have time. I am 73 years old, and I'm running out of tomorrows. But you are not. You still have time to get this right. You can still make the phone calls, take the trips, learn the skills, heal the relationships, and pursue the dreams. You can still build a life that you will be proud of when you are sitting where I am now. So what are you going to do with the time you have left? What are you going to do today that your 73-year-old self will thank you for? The choice is yours, but make it now, because later is the most dangerous word in any language.